I got a stream deck, not really to use in these videos, but it'll be good for my streams. The worst nostalgia bait samples in rap songs. 2. There are still plenty of examples of newer songs that sample classics purely to tug on your nostalgia nerve while forgetting to be good songs themselves. And today I'm gonna be sharing those songs with you. Let's get it started.
Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down. I just need a switch, you're gonna stay by me. We be having fun, make the odds run.
You know what? I'm gonna give Mabu a slight bit of credit for this one. It's one of the funniest things that he's done so far. It's hilariously terrible, so I had to include it here, but also kind of enjoyable in a guilty pleasure sort of way. I kind of appreciate how he fully commits to it. Still, when you take the absolute anthem that is Bad Day by Daniel Powter and turn it into a song that's about shooting your ops, because that's what every Mabu song is about, it's his one joke, then it's got to be included on here.
Find the people who drop in your set and put them to bed. Say goodnight.
Which is a little confusing, by the way, because this song starts off with Mabu saying that this track is about him keeping the peace, turning over a new leaf. The rest of the track disagrees with you, my man. It's not good, but it's got that sort of Soul Train quality to it. A train wreck that you can't look away from.
I won't stop the beat to go.
We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the spot. A nigga telling now.
Before we talk about the song, for some reason the music video for Move Your Feet by Junior Senior used to terrify me as a kid. Not sure why, but I would literally run out of the room when the guy's face turned red. That really scared a little 5-year-old CDTV. But anyway, in one of Nicki's many Pink Friday 2 samples, this was one of the tracks sampled, and the result is not great. If this came on in the club, I would feel terrified. There's something pretty ominous to me about the reverb on the kicks and the constant cutting in and out of the sample. Tell me there's not something that sounds eerie about this.
All these bitches on my. Spent another bag on my. Nah, nigga, you ain't fucked the new.
I don't know, maybe it's just the leftover trauma I have from the music video. Nicki isn't the worst part to me though. She rides the beat well even if I don't like the beat, but Uzi's flow and delivery is not it. When they go for that more constant flow while the vocals on the sample are constantly repeating, it's just too much going on at once. I will reiterate, maybe my childhood fear of the music video is to blame here, but I'm not a fan of everybody.
No one can fuck you better.
Luxury life, we living over the top.
No one can do it better.
Of all the songs to sample on Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, why would you pick arguably the weakest one, and then make it weaker by interpolating the chorus badly? The interpolating goes a layer deeper here as well. Ain't No You Know What's chorus is in itself a reworked version of the chorus of Ain't No Woman by Four Tops. So Luxury Life is an interpolation of an interpolation, and it's like the chorus just got progressively worse with each generation.
Ain't no woman like the one I've got. Oh no, it don't come better. Make her happy, doesn't take a lot.
Pop another bottle, pour a couple of shots.
Cause we gon' spend whatever.
It's a shame as well, because I feel like Busta Rhymes and Leray had a decent dynamic going on in the verses with their back and forth.
Best believe in me, daddy, know what you gotta do.
Secure another win just to bring it back and empower you.
The other dude I was
We
with.
ain't talking about the coward, bro.
But this could absolutely be filed into the category of songs massacred by a bad chorus. The hook has some real singing to yourself in the shower energy. Also, I've just never loved the beat for the J track being sampled here, and as far as I can tell, Luxury Life pretty much just reuses that instrumental.
Like you're somebody else, gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you.
I can't speak about it. We don't gotta speak about it.
Life's like this. Complicated by Avril Lavigne is an all-time banger, so if you sample that, you better not miss. Hardrock missed. At least he did for me. I'm just not a fan of Hardrock's almost robotic sounding auto-tune style.
I got brothers who are the addicts. They can't live without it. The way that
times it's not, I can't leave the house without it.
I can't say it makes for the most exciting listen, especially when compared to the emotional explosiveness of the Avril Lavigne track that it's pitched down to sample here. Also, the whole track is just a long chorus repeated twice. I thought Yeet used to have a lot of long choruses, but I can't think of many tracks he's had where 95% of the track is chorus, and the only thing separating the chorus sections is a 4-bar bridge. If you're sampling a well-known track, the worst thing that the listener can be thinking is, oh yeah, I'd much rather be listening to that sampled track right now. That's what Complicated by Hardrock does for me.
Just watch where I move. Run up on me, he dumb it in two. Take a blicky and type your shoe. Cause click like boom in the house go room.
I can guarantee you this one is going in the thumbnail. Lil Mabu. This guy. Sampling Black Skinhead by Kanye West. The absurdity. This one is definitely worse than OPPY Day to me. That one has a so bad that it's good quality to it, whereas this one is just a bad sample-based drill song. And I'll give you 10 points if you can guess within 5 seconds what this song is about. Joke's on you, this song is actually a really well constructed social commentary that sort of takes the themes from Black Skinhead and updates them with a new perspective. It's probably the best thing that Mabu has written. Nah, I'm just messing about. It's about shooting his ops. I'm telling you, the one bit that Mabu has had for years now is, he doesn't actually do that. His parents are millionaires. The fact that the Black Skinhead beat is set to like 200% speed for the sample as well is hilarious to me for some reason.
Put a bag on my head, make it flip. Raw, how about the whip? Don't run no trip. You a IG guru, I don't care who you with. I got a king with a grip like click.
Raw Swish isn't too bad on this track, but there's no way that he could save this one.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Can't play with her, I'd rather play with a wet chopper. Run through the street, but it's kicking like tech. I ain't talking to me, but I'm shooting like Kevin.
Lace God isn't a huge artist from what I can tell, so I'm not going to go particularly hard on this one, but I had to include it in here after I got sent it during one of my paid request live streams. It was right after we heard Jolene by Dolly Parton, so one of my viewers, The Archive, went to find if there was any tracks that sampled Jolene, any drill tracks. And the music video version of this song contains 2 very prolific samples. Jolene by Dolly Parton, and Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. And the Jolene part has some of the most over-the-top sounding 808 slides that I think I've ever heard in a drill song.
I ain't talking to me, but I'm shooting like Kevin. Let's go start it big. She got a friend, her name Jolene.
Those slides have something to say to your ass, man. I actually kind of like what Lace God does with the hook. It's true to the themes of Jolene about Jolene being a baddie. He incorporates that pretty well, and he has a solid energy and flows during the verses as well. I think it's mainly the production that holds this one back, and how entertainingly funny I find those 808 slides. That's the main thing I wanted to share. Beat funny. The beat is what ruins it for me, but in a way it also makes it memorable. The Somebody's Watching Me part didn't seem too bad, just much of the same, but it's kind of hard to tell where that one was going because I think it's more of a snippet than a full second part to the song.
How about the V? Little birdie start sparking. Big ass 40, both pass me the cartridge. Aim at his head, no time for revolve. He been through that block, little birdie gon' stomp him.
With all that being said, this one I will leave linked down in the description below because, like I said, it's the only one here that's from a much smaller artist, and if you like the sound of what you heard, go check it out and show it some love. I would say there is potential on Lace God's end. He does have a lot of energy in his tracks.
I be in a loop, she be in a group. Brody want a friend, throwing alley-oop. Turn something to nothing.
Now, Don't Say a Word by Ellie Goulding may not be nostalgic to rap fans on its own, but I'm willing to bet that most of you would recognize it as the Pound Cake sample. For me, that's where the nostalgia comes from. In 4 in a Minute, Baby's producer basically samples the same section of Ellie Goulding's track and then throws a more typical trap drum beat over it. It makes it impossible to not compare it unfavorably to one of the best tracks in Drake's discography, movie. Lil Baby doesn't really do anything interesting with it.
I spent my last check on ammo. This is not a regular Lambo. $100,000 kit could've put down on another Lambo.
It really doesn't feel all that different to your standard, very average Lil Baby song. And I feel like if you use a sample from what is such a revered song by rap fans, it's not gonna stand out if you just do standard flows over it and don't really have any notable bars.
What's up with the coke wave? What's up with the crew? Is that nigga still in jail? What the nigga do?
I talked about this song years ago for my worst hit rap songs of 2019 video, but I thought it was time to remind you guys about it again, just in case you forgot. This is one of the hallmark examples of unnecessary nostalgia bait rap songs to me. If you'd never heard this track before, you might listen for a minute or two and think to yourself, hold on, where's the sample? I don't hear one. And that's because it's not something that's incorporated into the beat smoothly at all or anything like that. It's just a jarring switch that happens halfway through the track for about 20 seconds before switching right back.
Look at my life, like fucking bitch slide, bitch slide.
So some mark ass niggas on the corner flagging me. Niggas slide, niggas slide, niggas bitch, niggas slide.
Won't you bust it for a real nigga?
It doesn't even really feel like it makes sense for the song. French Montana will not sleep until his cold touch of death has branched out to everything that we love. I guess the sample does differentiate it a bit from being a very typical club rap song because for the most part, that is what it is. But if you ask me, it doesn't differentiate it in the right way. So now I want to ask you guys, do you think I'll be able to make another one of these videos within 6 months? Or do you think this trend of rappers poorly sampling classic songs is gonna die down a bit in 2024? Let me know where you guys think this whole nostalgia bait thing is going down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you click on the screen right there, there's a video of mine that I've actually specially selected just for you to watch. I hope you enjoy that, and much love to my channel members and Patreon supporters over there, with a special shout out to I Am Regent, KWG13270, Lucas1123, and Not Vimpen.